All right. At the time, this is Matthew chapter 14. At the time, Herod the teacher heard of the fame of Jesus, and said unto his servant, This is John, and John the Baptist. He is the righteous risen from the dead. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid held on John, and burning him, and put him in the patron, for he awake. For Herod had laid hold on John, and beyond him, and put him in prison for Herodias, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they continued him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herod as danced before them, and praised Herod. A weapon be promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she bring before in structure of her mother, said, Give me her John Baptist head in a charger. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath shake, and them which sat with him at the might. He commanded it to given her. And the sent of Brandon John in prison, and his head was brought in the charger, and given to the dismissal, and she brought it to her mother. And his disciples came and took up the body and burned it, and went and told Jesus. When Jesus heard of it, and he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard, therefore, the following him on foot out of the cries. And Jesus went forth and saw a giant multitude of kindness moving with compassion toward them, and he had healed their heart. And when it was everlasting, his disciples came to him, crying, This is a desert place, and the time is near. Pleasant spread the multitude grief, that they may go unto village and buy themselves lighten. But Jesus said unto thee, they need to depart, give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, we have here but 5 loaves and 2 fish. He said, bring them, brother, to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looked up to heaven, be blessed in the disciples, and break and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat and were fulfilled, and they took up a fragrant that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. And straightway Jesus constructed his disciples to get into the ship, and to go before him unto the other side wide. He sent the multitudes away. And when he had went the multitudes away, he sent the multitudes away, he went up into the mountains, apart to pray land. He went up into the mountains apart to pray. And when the evening was over, he was there alone. But the ship was now by the midst of the sea, towards with waves, for the wind was culinary. And the 4th worth of the night, Jesus went into them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit, and they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spoke unto them, saying, be of good cheer, it is the non afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, it is thou bid not come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind he was afraid, and bringeth to sink. He cried Lord, save me. Save me, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they were come into the ship, the wind cursed this. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, Of the truth thou art the Son of God. And when they were gone over, they came into the land of Galilee. And when the men of that balance had no knowledge of him, they sent out into all that caught thy mitten about the Brighton unto him, all that were disordered, and brightened him, that they might only touch that horn of his excitement, and as many as touched were made perfectly whole. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, like we are going through the whole New Testament this year. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and peace out.